This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good night, Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for November 10, 2022. And in the news tonight, coach charged with sexually assaulting 14-year-old girl of prominent Western Jamaica school. A track coach who was charged with sexually molesting a student of a prominent high school for girls in Western Jamaica was granted bail in the sum of $250,000 when he appeared before Senior Parish Judge Von Facey at the Falmouth Parish Court on Thursday. The accused is scheduled to reappear in court on Tuesday, January 24 next year. Reports are that on Saturday, December 5, a 14-year-old student who is a member of her school's track team was sexually assaulted by the coach in a changing room on the school compound. The coach was subsequently charged with sexual touching and grievous sexual assault. 8 American cruise ship passengers arrested in U.S. $850,000 drug bust. 8 American cruise ship passengers were taken into custody after they allegedly tried to leave Jamaica with U.S. $850,000 worth of cocaine. Reports are that the 8 people disembarked the vessel, which arrived in Ocho Rios from Miami, Florida on Wednesday. About 1:30 p.m., they were reboarding the vessel for departure, and anomalies were reportedly detected in their luggage. During a search conducted by members of the Narcotics Division, a total of 24 packages containing cocaine weighing just over 17 kilograms or 38 pounds were found concealed in their bags. The passengers were arrested for breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. Police say their identities are being withheld pending further investigations. 16 students suspended after brawl at Meadowbrook High, fight reportedly caused by love triangle. 16 female students of Meadowbrook High have been suspended following a brawl at the school last Friday, which was caught on video and widely circulated online. The St. Andrew-based school's administrators made the revelation at a staff meeting on Thursday. In a leaked recording of the meeting, the school's vice principal, Lucian Reed, said investigations revealed that the fight was triggered by a love triangle. One of the key things that would have caused the conflict has to do with a relationship gone sour. A lot of what we saw on video originated from that persons defending the love or loss of love of another individual, Reed said. According to the school's principal, Kevin Facey, the incident occurred last Friday between 2 p.m. and 2:40 p.m. when 4 fights broke out among the feuding students. He said the fights were broken up by the limited staff on the compound at the time with the help of the 6 formers and some parents. The video of the incident shows a number of female students grabbing, kicking, and punching one another as several boys are seen attempting to part the fights. It is the latest in a worrying string of violent incidents at the nation's schools. Last month, a grade 11 student at the Kingston Technical High, Michigan Campbell, was stabbed to death by another female student at the school. In June, a 16-year-old student at the Tivoli Gardens High School in Kingston was charged with assaulting a 56-year-old teacher at the institution. Earlier this year, a fight between 2 female students at Mushet High School in Trelawney left one of them nursing stab wounds to the face while the other girl was taken into police custody. St. Thomas man fatally shot after allegedly attacking police. A man was fatally shot on Wednesday night after he allegedly attacked the police in Sunning Hill, St. Thomas. He is 26-year-old Tahir Thompson of Wilmington District in the parish. It is reported that about 10:40, a police team was responding to a complaint in the Sunning Hill area. On reaching the location, Mr. Thompson reportedly jumped from bushes, attacked one of the officers, and was shot. He was taken to the Princess Margaret Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. Tensions mount within JCTU as a member split on wage offer. A rift may be developing among members of the Jamaica Confederation of Trade Unions over acceptance of the government's wage offer under the Compensation Review Program. 5 of the 11 members of the JCTU have accepted the offer and have expressed a willingness to sign. The membership of the JCTU met earlier this week to discuss the package but remained split on the decision to accept. But in a statement Thursday, President of the Jamaica Civil Service Association, O'Neill Grant, expressed the frustration over the reluctance of his colleague unions to accept the package. He said he notes with interest the presentation in Parliament by Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark, who indicated that the government is prepared to begin the payment of the newly aligned wages coming out of the compensation restructuring exercise. Dr. Clark said $21 billion has been set aside to make the payments. Mr. Grant said the JCSA had indicated to the ministry and his colleagues at the JCTU that its members, which form the largest block of government-paid employees, were prepared to sign. He said the JCSA views with deep concern reports that member unions of the Confederation have expressed their uneasiness with signing, despite the fact that the issues raised at the level of the Confederation were brought to the Ministry of Finance. The Executive Committee of the JCSA on Tuesday held an emergency meeting and directed that the JCSA seek to move ahead with ensuring that the workers it represents are able to start receiving the new salary in the shortest possible time. Mr. Grant said the JCSA is now taking steps to act on the mandate received from its members to sign the MOU. $50 million to stage JLP's 79th annual conference. Conference chairman of the Jamaica Labour Party, Desmond McKenzie, says that the upcoming annual conference of the party is expected to cost about $50 million. McKenzie told the journalists today at a press conference at the JLP headquarters on Belmont Road in Kingston that private donors have contributed to the staging of the conference. However, party officials said that the cost was borne by members of parliament who helped raise the funds to finance various expenses related to the conference. JLP's 79th annual conference will begin this Saturday with the party's private session at the Montego Bay Convention Center in St. James. Party officials will deliberate on the JLP's constitution and other policy issues during the private session. The public session will be held on November 20 at the National Arena in St. Andrew. McKenzie urged the party supporters planning to attend the conference to obey the traffic rules and to avoid body protrusion and riding on top of the buses. I want to appeal to party supporters that this is not what we want in this our 79th year, and we are going to be working to ensure that that is eliminated, McKenzie said. No firearms or offensive weapons will be allowed in the national arena, McKenzie said, adding that persons with a licensed firearm should make arrangements for securing them. General Secretary of the JLP, Dr. Harris Chang, said the organization would use the opportunity to examine both the government and the party policies at its private session. The theme of JLP's 79th annual conference is Jamaica Stronger. Motorcyclist killed in St. Elizabeth crash, pillion hospitalized. A motorcyclist is dead and a pillion hospitalized following a crash along the Cheapside Main Road in St. Elizabeth this morning. The deceased has been identified only as Shaquille of Cheapside. It's reported that about 10:20, the motorcyclist was heading from Junction towards Elitis. Upon reaching a section of the Cheapside Main Road, he collided with a Honda Fit motorcar which drove out from a minor road into the path of the motorcycle. Both men were flung from the bike. They were taken to hospital where Shaquille was pronounced dead. Unidentified man shot dead in St. Mary. The body of an unidentified man was found on the Belfield Main Road in Highgate, St. Mary this morning. Reports are that about 7 o'clock, residents of Belfield heard gunshots and called the police. The man was found at the side of the road with bullet wounds to the head. This is the 40th murder in St. Mary since the start of the year. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.